It was a painfully public story and a deeply personal story, and much of it played out in a virtual world.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times people filmed themselves committing crimes.
This is and will be one of New Zealand's darkest days.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most horrifying and bewildering times that people captured their own crimes on camera. Did you happen to see this footage? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Saucy and Honey Trespass at Target. According to their Instagram profile, Saucy and Honey are, quote, your favorite YouTube couple. The duo started uploading videos in 2020, but their most popular was released in February 2022.
You guys do not attempt what we attempt at home.
It sees the two hiding inside a Target in Pennsylvania and prowling around while it's closed for the night, a la the Wet Bandits in Home Alone 2. While it's edited out of the video, the couple actually left the store around 3 a.m. through an emergency exit, triggering an alarm and alerting police before returning at 8 a.m.
I don't know, you guys. This is stressful. I think we deserve 50,000 likes for this video.
Employees also saw the two on surveillance footage the next morning. Police eventually caught the couple and charged them with third-degree criminal trespassing, which could result in a 7-year prison sentence.
Criminal trespass, which is a felony in the third degree. They're not entitled to be there, which makes it a crime.
Number 9. Sean Vasquez shoots at police. Calling himself Big Slick Low, a 20-year-old man named Sean Vasquez took to Facebook to live stream himself shooting at police. He had been firing at passing cars in Covina, California, quickly drawing the attention of the authorities, who can be heard responding in the video. The SWAT team shouts at Vasquez to drop his gun, and he takes a couple of pot shots in response. He later ran to a nearby house and barricaded himself inside. Luckily, no one was hurt in the shooting, and it ended without incident, and Vasquez surrendered to the SWAT force. He was sentenced to 30 years and 8 months in prison for the stunt. Number 8. Radarius Collins brags about his haul. An 18-year-old Florida man named Radarius Collins uploaded a startling video to Facebook in May 2016. It shows 3 men, including Collins, inside of a car and bragging about a recent home robbery. They flash stacks of money at the camera and claim that they, quote, got a safe.
The brag video, most likely intended for just friends, ended up having an unexpected audience. Police.
The trio allegedly also stole jewelry valued at over $500,000. Perhaps unknowing the true value of the jewelry, they sold it to a store and received just under $4,000. Police used the Facebook video to link its subjects to the crime, and both Collins and his associates were promptly arrested. Number 7. Shayla Rudolph tapes her toddler to a wall.
All y'all need is some tape.
Some Facebook users were met with a horrifying sight on January 1st, 2017. 18-year-old Ohio woman Shayla Rudolph had taped her 2-year-old son to a wall, claiming that she needed to get housework done and that her toddler would have gotten in the way. Rudolph had taped the child's mouth shut and told him that he would get more tape if he didn't behave. She also told the child that he would be fine because he could see the TV. After the authorities were notified, Child Services took the toddler into protective custody. Rudolph was arrested and charged with abduction. Number 6. Baked Alaska storms the Capitol. On January 6, 2021, a mob attacked the United States Capitol building, seeking to keep Donald Trump in power after he had lost the election to Joe Biden.
Outside the Capitol, the outer ring of security had been breached. The crowds had taken Donald Trump at his word, and they were taking the fight to the heart of American democracy.
The attack caused millions of dollars in damage and resulted in 5 deaths. 4 police officers later took their lives. One of the rioters was Baked Alaska. Real name, Anthime Joseph Tim Giannette.
Yeah, we need to get our boy Donald J. Trump into office. Yeah, can we do that real quick?
Baked Alaska is a far-right media personality with white supremacist and anti-Semitic beliefs. He live-streamed the Capitol attack on the alternate site DLive. The FBI later used this footage in their investigation, helping to nail both Baked Alaska and the people he had interviewed. He was arrested and sentenced to only 60 days in jail. Number 5. Chicago hate crime. This hate crime shocked Chicago and indeed the country. On New Year's Eve 2016, a man with an intellectual disability met up with Jordan Hill, whom he saw as a friend. However, the man never came home, prompting his parents to file a missing persons report on January 2nd. They later received a call demanding $300 in ransom.
That, along with racism, have absolutely no place
in the city of Chicago or anywhere else for that matter.
That same day, Hill and 3 others live-streamed themselves abusing and torturing their victim on Facebook while screaming obscenities against white people.
He is able to escape when a downstairs neighbor calls the police complaining that of all the noise upstairs.
Fortunately, a police officer later spotted and rescued the victim outside. Hill and his accomplices were charged, with 3 receiving prison sentences and a 4th let off with probation and 200 hours of community service. Number 4. The 2022 Buffalo shooting. White supremacist Peyton Gendon live-streamed his attack on black shoppers for almost 2 minutes before Twitch shut it down. At 2:30 p.m. on May 14, 2022, Gendron open-fired at a Tops supermarket with a semi-automatic rifle.
He had tactical gear, he had a tactical helmet on, he had a camera that he was live streaming.
He was a far-right believer in the Great Replacement, a conspiracy theory started by French white nationalist René Camus, which claims that non-whites are replacing whites in Western countries.
Officials say leading up to the carnage, Gendron visited the market twice to map out his plan.
Gendron used a head-mounted camera to broadcast the shooting.
We're getting a statement from the NAACP, President Derek Johnson, saying we are shattered and extremely angry and praying for the victims' families.
He killed 10 and wounded 3 in the shooting, leading to 11 consecutive life sentences.
You will never see the light of day as a free man ever again.
Number 3. The murder of June Lin.
Now I'm watching it on my large monitor, and I've got it full screen. Holy shit!
The name Luca Magnotta is infamous in his native Canada. On May 25, 2012, users of bestgore.com found a video showing the killing of international student June Lin in horribly graphic detail. The video quickly drew the attention of the Canadian police, as did the horrific aftermath when body parts were mailed to schools and political parties.
It was no longer a game of online, this was real world.
The video was quickly tied to a man named Luca Magnotta, who became the target of an international manhunt. He was captured in Berlin on June 4th and extradited to Canada, where he received a life sentence.
They finally caught him. And it was just like a perfect way for Luca to go down. Luca was caught in an internet cafe because he couldn't stay away from his vanity.
Number 2. The Christchurch Mosque shootings.
We're not gonna allow few fanatics to divide our community. We're one.
Then Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern described this tragic terrorist attack as, quote, one of New Zealand's darkest days. On March 15, 2019, Australian white supremacist Brenton Tarrant targeted Muslim worshippers at 2 different mosques, killing 51 and injuring 40.
In New Zealand, and New Zealand, of course, has never experienced anything like this.
Tarrant streamed the attack for 17 minutes on Facebook Live, and the video quickly spread throughout the internet.
Unprecedented is how police are describing this attack.
Some of the footage was even aired on mainstream news outlets, including Sky News, prompting fierce criticism from the New Zealand government. The attack resulted in the country's first ever sentencing of life without parole and a ban on semi-automatic weapons.
Our gun laws will change.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Dnipropetrovsk Maniacs. Ukrainian serial killers Viktor Sayenko and Igor Sepranyuk were nicknamed the Dnipropetrovsk Maniacs after the city in which the killings occurred. One such video found its way onto the internet and quickly became the stuff of legend. It depicts the grotesque and horrific killing of 48-year-old man Sergei Yatsenko. The attack lasts about 4 minutes and sees both Sayenko and Sepranyuk acting eerily calm. They smile at the camera and clinically discuss the killing, including the surprising resilience of Yatsenko. The 2 perpetrators were eventually caught and sentenced to life in prison.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.